Hello, everybody. I hope you're all well on this pretty grim weather day. But then again, we are in December, aren't we?
Yes, it's our first December afternoon tea with Paul.
And Karen.
Hello, welcome. Schönen Nachmittag euch allen in Deutschland.
So the weather's just given us a little taste of Christmas, and that's pretty much what we're going to do. We're going to give it a taste of Christmas, but not. It's not going to be a Christmas show yet.
Of course not, because we do one on Christmas Day.
Christmas Day?
Yes.
Wow.
Now, a few weeks ago, we've showed you the starlings in the tree. And we were lucky enough last week to see the murmurations in our valley. And we showed you the video in the beginning. I hope it came across because YouTube told me the stream isn't quite strong enough. So hopefully the picture, let's keep our fingers crossed, because usually when there's a little bit of a storm, they sometimes say, ooh, didn't work very well. So we'll see.
Okay. What we're talking about, starlings or...
Starlings, no, they're fine.
Signal.
The signal. The starlings are all right.
Okay. Yeah, murmuration. That's a bit. I'm sure many of you have seen those, but they are wonderful, aren't they? That wasn't the best we've ever seen, but it was rather nice.
It's nice to see it live. First one this year, at least.
It
Anyway,
was.
You can see snow on your windows, Marilyn. That's
No.
fantastic. Wow.
Wow.
Fantastic. Oh, that's lovely. Good. Good to see you all. I can see people are tuning in. So I think it's time for our first song. If you could just turn off your sound on your computer, Paul, before we do that.
Shall I
That
do
would
that?
be
That's a
really
good
good. I
idea,
think that
isn't
would
it?
be really... Sync is great. Thank you, Christine. Christine was faster than the Sync Police allows today. I'll just have a sip of my water, but I'm not going to show you the mug of the week yet. Now, this first song was a request, and I know that many, many people love it. It's called Caledonia. This is for Kate and everybody else who likes it. Well, I don't know if you can see the changes that have come over me. In these last few days, I've been afraid that I might drift away. So I've been telling old stories, singing songs that made me think about where I came from. That's the reason why I've been so far away today. Let me tell you that I love you, that I think about you all the time. Caledonia, you're calling me, now I'm going home. And if I should become a stranger, you know that it would make me more than sad. Caledonia's been everything I've ever had. Well, I have moved, and I kept on moving, proved the points that I needed proving, lost the friends that I needed losing, found others on the way. Well, I have tried, and I kept on trying, stolen dreams, yes, there's no denying. Traveled hard, with my conscience flying, somewhere in the wind. Let me tell you that I love you, that I think about you all the time. Caledonia, you're calling me, now I'm going home. And if I should become a stranger, you know that it would make me more than sad. Caledonia's been everything I've ever had. Now I'm sitting here before the fire, the empty room, the forest quiet, the flames that couldn't get any higher have withered now, they've gone. But I'm steady thinking, my way is clear, and I know what I will do tomorrow. When the hands are shaking and the kisses flying, then I'll be on my way. let me tell you that I love you, that I think about you all the time. Caledonia, you're calling me, now I'm going home. If I should become a stranger, you know that it would make me more than sad. Caledonia's been everything I've ever had. And if I should become a stranger, you know that it would make me more than sad. Caledonia's been everything I've ever had. Ooh,
Good.
I'm starting
It's
to
a
relax.
nice way to start, wasn't
I
it?
was just about to say, I'm just starting to relax because we had a mad, crazy week.
It's been terrible.
We'll tell you all about it a little bit later. Birthdays.
12-hour days, 15-hour days, probably.
At least, yeah. It was good, though. Good. It was creative and nice work. Really good fun. But we'll tell you a bit more about that later. Birthdays. In my personal diary, I haven't got any birthdays last week and next week. So happy birthday to everybody I've got forgotten.
Really? Oh, dear.
But if you know somebody whose birthday is today or was this week or will be next week, let us know. Then we can congratulate them in the show today. Richard Radek's birthday is today. I've seen, though, from Moira Furnace Folk Festival. So happy birthday, Richard.
Okay,
so
that's
if you're
good.
watching, hope you have a really great
That's
day.
good.
Mug of the week is not really a mug.
Is it not?
No, it's more a cup. And you all know it already. I'll show you.
Oh, it's that famous one,
The
isn't
famous
it?
one.
What's that water in there?
I thought that needs an airing as well.
And right up front, people were commenting on my shirt. Christine says I look very folky today.
Ooh.
It is a very folky shirt, isn't it, really? I've had it years, I'll be honest. But you know where I bought it from? I bought it from the... It was the garden festival, they called, at Tatton Park. One of those craft fairs. And there was these people who made stuff from pure cotton woven and all that business, and that's what it is. So so that's the quality at last, isn't it?
Shall I tell them
A
about
bit like me.
It's cute, isn't it? Shall I show them my dress as well whilst we're on it?
Nobody's asked about your dress.
All right, then. Don't get a shock with the tights, because I thought just because I can, I'll wear them today. There you go. My 49th dress. I really myself can't believe it. And believe you me, I have not been out buying any dresses. They have all been in stock when the lockdown started. It's unbelievable. I can't believe it myself. It's incredible. Well, anyway, have we got any birthdays? Oh, Gabriel is 6 today. Happy birthday, Gabriel, to
happy birthday,
Denmark.
Gabriel in Denmark. Wow.
And have we got anybody else? Can't see anybody. So
Something will come.
happy birthday, everybody, this week or last week. Thank you, Paul, that you liked the dress. I thought it was nice and well worth presenting.
Good. All right. I'm just laughing at Martin there. Defo quality. All right, here's another song. If you were a mountain and I was the morning dew, if you were a mountain and I was the morning dew, I'd smother your body the way that the sun's kisses do. If you were a mountain, if you were a mountain, if you were a mountain and I was the morning dew, if you were the sky and I was a shooting star, I'd fall through the heavens and melt in the depths of your heart. If you were the sky, if you were the sky, if If you were the sky and I was a shooting star. But you are a tree and I'm just a fallen leaf that you've cast to the ground and left to the wind and the sleet. Now who will I cling to tonight? And who's gonna sway me to sleep? And how sweet will you sing with the moon? How sweet will you sing with the moon? How sweet will you sing with the moon without me in the breeze? If you were the sand and I was the rolling sea, I'd tell you each day of my travels and wonders I'd seen. If you were the sand, if you were the sand, if you were the sand and I was the rolling sea. But you are a tree and I'm just a fallen leaf that you've cast to the ground and left to the wind and the sleet. Now who will I cling to tonight? And who's gonna sway me to sleep? And how sweet will you sing with the moon? How sweet will you sing with the moon? How sweet will you sing with the moon without me in the breeze?
Who will I cling to tonight?
And who's gonna sway me to sleep? And how sweet will you sing with the moon? How sweet will you sing with the moon? How sweet will you sing with the moon without me in the breeze? If you were a mountain and I was the morning dew.
Try to add some harmonies there.
You tried to.
I tried to, yeah, but it didn't work. That's one of our songs. If You Were a Mountain was written in Munich.
It was.
That's right.
It
And
was.
wonder why that inspired a mountain song.
Mm-hmm.
And I have a confession to make in that context. I said last week I would put some bundles on our website for CDs. Now I have taken off the postage and reduced the prices there, but I haven't made the bundles yet. So if you have been looking for them, I'm sorry, I just didn't have the time this week. But I will do it this weekend, I promise. If you want to buy more than one CD, then go on this weekend again for the whole of December. This week was crazy.
It was. Actually, the next song is linked to what we've been doing. We've been doing a video for music in hospitals, and it's one of these split screen ones. And it was actually going to be a collaboration with another artist. And we started work on it, but then he's had to pull out, unfortunately. So we've been left on our own. So we're going to do a split screen with ourselves. So we've got to really do them all again. And that's the next song we're going to play is that one. So, but before that, I said we got a taste of Christmas. And we've had our first taste of Christmas in this cup. Because we've had a very, very special, we've had two actually, one each, Advent calendar. Would you like to?
It's incredible.
I've never seen anything like it
Look
before.
at this.
This is our Advent calendar. Come all the way from Australia. And guess what's in each little box? Would you believe? A tea bag.
And we've got strawberry and cream today.
This is a strawberry and cream. I had a Melbourne breakfast today.
Oops, I'm turning.
Which is also... So that's for my daughter Jess, for both of us. So thank you so much, Jess. I know you can't watch live, but they're absolutely fantastic.
Oh, they're gorgeous. Now, that video was one project, and the other project was I'm just at the moment creating a CD for my residents when some of you might know I sing sometimes in care homes. So I did a compilation of about 20 songs that people in care homes do like, and that CD sort of has to get into production. So that was another big project this week.
Been
And what else
working
have we been
till
doing?
11 at night.
Oh, we've been learning some German Christmas songs because we've been to an Adventabend at the Anglo-German Club yesterday, and
Is that what it was called?
beautiful. So if you're watching from the Anglo-German Club today, so hello to everybody there. It was a lovely evening. We really enjoyed it. It was great atmosphere, wasn't it?
It was beautiful.
German Christmas
So
almost.
we sang some German Christmas carols, which we might just treat you to,
Who knows?
if that's the right word, later on. Meanwhile, this is our song challenge, which is the one we've chosen for the hospitals video.
And for afternoon tea today as well, of course.
This is going to be another scary one, I'm afraid.
I really can't stay.
Baby, it's cold outside.
I've gotta go away.
Baby, it's cold outside.
The evening has
Been hoping you'd drop in.
so very nice.
I'll hold your hand, it's just like
My mother will start to worry.
Oh, beautiful, what's your
My
hurry?
father will be pacing the floor.
Listen to the fireplace
so
roar.
really I better scurry.
Beautiful, please don't hurry.
Maybe just a soda pop more.
Put some music while I
The
pour.
neighbors might think.
Baby, it's bad out there.
Say, was that a wee?
No cats to be had out there.
I'd like to know how.
Your eyes are like starlight
break
now.
that spell.
I'll hold your hand, it's just like
I ought to say no, sir.
Do you mind if I'm moving closer?
At least I can say that I've
And
tried.
what's the use of my
I
pride?
really can't stay. But baby, it's cold outside.
Let me have a break. Go on then.
I simply must go.
Baby, it's cold outside.
But thanks for the show.
Baby, it's cold outside.
The welcome has been
So lucky you dropped
so
in.
nice and warm.
Look out the window at that
My
storm.
sister will be suspicious.
Gosh, your lips look delicious.
My brother will be there at the
Ain't
door.
worried about your brother.
My maiden aunt's mind is
Gosh,
vicious.
your lips look delicious.
Or maybe just another dance
Never
more.
seen a blizzard before.
I've got to get home.
Baby, you'll freeze out there.
So lend me a
It's
coat.
up to your knees out there.
You're really being brave.
I thrill when you touch my
But
hand.
can't you see?
How can you do that thing to
There's
me?
bound to be talk tomorrow.
Think of my lifelong
At
sorrow.
least I can simply imply
If you got pneumonia,
I really can't stay.
baby,
It's cold. Baby, it's cold outside.
a little falter, but not bad.
Just at the end. There's a lot of words. This song is just absolutely fantastic. I think it's incredible if you ever look at the lyrics. It's not only that the male and the female lyrics are rhyming, but also they rhyme between verses as well.
It's very, very clever.
It's so clever and the melody is great. So it's really a fantastic song. So have a look at the structure of
I
that.
don't know who wrote it.
Crazy
do you?
great. I knew at some point, but I've forgotten. No, I don't know anymore.
Okay.
Talking about Christmas, by the way, on Sunday is St. Nicholas's Day, and many of you English people probably don't know that.
I
Paul
do now.
does. He keeps forgetting about it, at least on my part there. But what it is, on the
What do you mean on your part? 'Cause
well,
I never
you
remember.
always, I'll tell you. Yeah, you never remember. Year after year, I'm hoping I'm getting up on the 6th of December and there might be something in my shoe, but no.
You got a mouse in your shoe one year.
Yeah, but that wasn't you, that was the cat. The cat thought about it.
No, I get up. What is it? The 6th.
Shall I? Yeah,
That's close, isn't it?
it's close. You can get a
And
mouse for
I
it.
have there's a shoe at the bottom of the stairs, and it's filled with sweets. And yeah, and that's
Well, what the background is, I mean, you probably think, what are they talking about? The background is that on the 6th of December in Germany, the children on the evening of the 5th of from the 5th to the 6th of December, they put their shoe outside the door, and they're hoping that St. Nicholas will put some presents in, usually some oranges and nuts and sweets nowadays, little toy probably, if they have been good throughout the year. If they haven't been good throughout the year, they might get a rod or something like that. It's not up to date
Have
anymore.
you ever wondered if that's why you don't get anything?
I don't even get a rod. It's very bad, you know. It's really a shame.
Oh, it's a
isn't
shame,
it?
isn't it?
But that's what happens on St. Nicholas's Day. So if you find something in your shoe on the 6th of December, you know that St. Nicholas has been there and you've been a good boy or a good girl this year. That's what it's all about. The funny, are you still tuning? And I'll tell another.
I'm just fine-tuning.
You're fine-tuning.
Yeah.
Last week after the show, if you remember, we had that gorgeous apple crumble from Tony and Jane.
Oh, blinky.
And the week before, we had that wonderfully boozy cake from George and Lynn and the shortbread from Kay. And Paul said after the last show, he says, people must think people just drop in for us and bring cakes. Oh, Pam's cake was before that, wasn't it? So, yeah,
right.
carrot cake. And I said, well, that's probably because that's how it is. Because guess what happened? A little bit too early on Monday, we had a knock at the door, and there is a little gentleman standing there with a whole chocolate
It's never
cake.
too early for cake.
A whole chocolate cake. Now, it was on Monday, so we've frozen a couple of pieces, but I made a photo, and I wanted to show you the photo to see the whole cake. And I can tell you,
Have you got a photo?
I'm normally not a big chocolate cake person, but this chocolate cake is just the best
incredible.
chocolate cake I've ever eaten. I'm not exaggerating. It is so nice. And have a look at the decoration as well. It's just, oh, it is absolutely gorgeous. Now, I'll show you the little pieces first, because I'm going to have a bit.
So this is one of our lovely neighbours. A young man who's going to be a chef when he grows up, he says, and he's made this.
He is 8, and the cake is just beyond anything of imagination. It's so gorgeous. I'll show you the cake. Oh, wrong one. Hang on. Hang on. Oh, dear. That's it.
Clown.
Isn't that fantastic? Well done, young man. That is, please continue being a chef, because I think you've got the most bestest chances. And by the way, he's a fantastic singer-songwriter as well.
He is.
He's 8 and he's writing songs, and they are brilliant. So thank you so much. And well, that's the last bit of the cake. It will be gone after the weekend. He's a chef already. That's right, Peter. I'm waiting for the Michelin stars. And I think now, having talked about all this lovely cake and all about a little bit of Christmas, it's time for a German Christmas song.
Is it a carol?
It's a carol. It's actually an Austrian Christmas song, I have to say. Most of the famous Christmas songs are actually Austrian and not German. It's quite
Is that
interesting.
right?
Yeah. We always claim they're ours, but I think that most of them aren't. And this is called Still, Still, Still. And there is an English version as well, if you're interested to have a look at that.
And again.
Still, 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 als Kindlein schlafen will. Still, 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 als Kindlein schlafen will. Maria tut es niedersingen, ihre keusche Brust erbringen. Still, 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 als Kindlein schlafen will. Schlaf, 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 mein liebes Kindlein, schlaf, schlaf. schlaf, schlaf, mein liebes Kindlein, schlaf. Die Engel tun schon musizieren, bei der Krippe jubilieren. Schlaf, 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 mein liebes Kindlein, schlaf. Groß, 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 die Lieb ist übergroß. Groß, 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 die Lieb ist übergroß. Gott hat den Himmelsthron verlassen und muss reisen auf der Straße. Groß, 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 die Lieb ist übergroß. Still, 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 als Kindlein schlafen will. Wunderbar, says Martin. Thank you very much. Dankeschön.
Thank you
very
Martin.
much. So that was our German contribution of Christmas songs today.
Is it? We got another one, haven't we?
But that's our Anglo-German contribution. I don't know whether you've spotted Crispy, by the way. I think somebody said earlier.
He's
Crispy's got his
getting
Christmas.
ready for Christmas.
He's getting ready for
Definitely.
Christmas.
He's
There we
in
go.
the spirit.
He's got a little Santa on his hat as well. But
Great.
I'm sure you're all very curious and keen to hear about my story about Knuddel. For everybody who hasn't been watching last week, Knuddel is a little toy. He's sitting there behind us normally, but at the moment he's left his seat and he's here with me. Now, I was saying that his trousers are broken because they're about 38 years old or something.
That's Canoodle, isn't it?
And
I remember now.
It is, well, first of all, we had so much fun, Paul and I, because he's called Knuddel. Now, Paul can't say that. And
I don't think anybody can say it unless you're German.
we were trying so hard, and I was on the floor laughing because it just can't get the pronunciation of Knuddel. But anyway, it was
Canoodle. That was pretty good, wasn't it?
close.
See, I kept saying canoodle because we know that word, don't we?
Yeah.
But it's canoodle. She's still laughing at me, and I've got it perfect now.
Yeah. And we had a fantastic response. I had 3 offers of ladies, afternoon tea ladies, offering to knit new trousers for him. And the first pair
Mine are getting a bit ropey if anybody's interested, by the way.
Would you wear knitted trousers? The first pair has arrived, and I'm really keen on seeing the other ones. But the first one is here, and I'll show you. And they are Knuddel's disco pants. Isn't that fantastic? Aren't they great? I mean,
Brilliant. And they've come from?
They've come from Moira. Thank you so much, Moira. They're absolutely brilliant. And the other ones, so let's hope they arrive, and I'll show you, hopefully throughout December, then, if there is others arriving.
This Christmas has come early,
Absolutely. So sweet. Anyway, I also told you, I'm going to tell you about Knuddel very quickly. Or shall I tell them another time?
Please yourself.
Yeah, no, No, I tell them another time. I'll show them something else first.
Oh dear.
Because I was talking about my.
I don't know anything about this. What is this?
I was doing also because people said, why don't you knit him new trousers? And I said, I've got 2 left hands. I can't do that. Now I was talking about that. It was not actually knitting. Is it called crocheting, isn't it? When I said, when I was in school and we were supposed to knit an animal, and I wanted to knit a cat for obvious reasons, and the cat looked very much like an owl.
Oh, that's right.
And my teacher said to me, why don't you say it's an owl and just put the buttons on, and for the eyes and everything, put a beak on, and then that will be a really good mark. And I said, no, but I want a cat. And I made a cat out of it. Now, in hindsight, I found it actually when I got the Christmas decorations down, and I would like to show you. This is the cat owl. And of course, as it has a tail.
It does look like an owl, I have to say, from the side, particularly.
It does, and I have to apologize to my teacher, but I just I wanted a cat.
Okay.
Anyway, got better later with knitting, but that's the only I think acceptable knitting piece I've ever done in my life.
And that was acceptable.
And that's why I stopped
knitting. It doesn't come natural to you, does it? Things like that.
That's why I'm very grateful for people who offer knitting pieces to Knuddle to me.
Okay. Shall we get on with our Christmas songs?
Go on then. This is our...
What's this? Because it's popular where?
Popular cover.
Oh, right, okay.
It's a Christmas popular cover.
That I'd never heard before. Not as a Christmas song, anyway. But anyway. It's nice, I like it. Are you ready?
Excuse me. O Tannenbaum, wie grün sind deine Blätter. O Tannenbaum, wie grün sind deine Blätter. Du grünst nicht nur zur Sommerzeit, nein auch im Winter, wenn es schneit. O Tannenbaum, wie grün sind deine Blätter.
Oh Christmas tree, you stand in splendid beauty. Oh Christmas tree, you stand in splendid beauty. Your branches green in summer glow, and evergreen in winter snow. Oh Christmas tree, you stand in splendid beauty.
O Tannenbaum, dein Kleid kann mich was lehren. O Tannenbaum, dein Kleid kann mich was lehren. Die Hoffnung und Beständigkeit gibt Trost und Kraft zu jeder Zeit. O Tannenbaum, dein Kleid kann mich was lehren. O
Christmas tree, you stand in splendid beauty.
Sorry,
Did you know that one?
Well, George says, of course, it's a Christmas song.
Of course, it's a Christmas song.
Dakota the cat
Hello,
is very...
Susan Kovacs. Nice to see you in America. Are you? Did you have good Thanksgiving? That's what you would have done a week or so ago, wouldn't you? You start your Christmas parties really early, don't you? November.
They do. That's very good.
But very good.
I think that's why we've got...
I hope you've got a nice Christmas ahead, Susan.
I think that's why we've got St. Nicholas's Day, just to make it a bit shorter.
Nice.
And Ella just said the Germans brought the Christmas tree over. That's true, of course. And of course the Advent calendar. That's why it's only got 24, not 25 little doors, because in Germany we get our presents a little bit early, as you might know.
Yes.
It's a lot to talk about in December, isn't it? It's quite exciting. There's a lot of information from Germany and from the UK we can exchange about Christmas. I'm really excited about
That's
that.
quite interesting, that, yeah.
Yes, it is.
Lots of different customs or
I'll
traditions.
tell you, because it is really a Christmassy thing. There's this story about the actual knuddel and where my knuddel has got his name from. I know I've been delaying that for a couple of 3 shows now, but you always need a cliffhanger. Martin loves his cliffhanger, so it's for him again. So I'll tell you that story about where knuddel comes from and why it has to do with Christmas next time. Or the time after, who knows? But I will tell you, because I've got all the detail here that I want to show you about it.
I was looking at the messages that go on to this WhatsApp group, the afternoon tea WhatsApp group, and I noticed Marilyn, I think it was, said, "I'm puzzled how on earth Paul knows Jeff Hurst. What was he doing in America with him?" And I think my son answered it, actually. But just in case anybody was wondering, although it might not be of any interest to anybody, in a previous life of mine, in the corporate life, our company bought another company, and it so happened that 2 of their employees were Jeff Hurst and Martin Peters. So they suddenly became our employees, our staff. And so for the next 10 years, Jeff and I worked quite closely, along with Martin Peters as well, who sadly died just a few months ago. And so that's how it worked. Yeah. So Jeff and I would go over to, lots of places, actually. And
the photos I've seen, you would not believe. I'm glad I didn't know you at that time. It looks really, really amazing. Quite jealous, really.
Obscene sometimes.
Yeah. Everybody's talking about the Christmas markets not taking place this year, of course, and that's a shame. But anyway, there's lots of places where you can get things like in Ella's creation shops. So I just thought I'll drop that in. Oh, hello, Dom. The sun is here. Look. The one
Is Dom there? Hi, Dom.
Because it just says he's responded. But I think actually.
Oh, do you know, I always forget this. I don't know how.
How come?
I do.
I have to apologize to you a little bit today because I was struggling a bit this week to find a joke. So I thought I'll just...
Only this week?
He's charming, isn't he? So I thought I'll just ask you some Dougie questions. I'll give you the answers immediately, but if you're fast enough, you can type them in maybe.
And these are, before you take all the credit, these are courtesy of the Dougie questions.
Oh, I can't remember.
Oh, I think it was Vince.
Oh, was it Vince?
Or was it?
And Leslie.
It was either Vince and oh dear, we should.
Oh dear, we should have.
I thought you'd checked.
I didn't.
We will check.
We will check. I'm so sorry. We had a long list of Dougie questions with the answers and everything, and it was absolutely brilliant. But it was quite a few weeks ago when I've printed them out, and I don't think I've noted down who they were from, so I'm sorry about that. But here's question number 1, and I have to read them because I haven't learned them by heart. What do you get when you mix a duck, Christmas, and fireworks?
I give up.
A Christmas cracker. Okay. Which side?
Quacker. I think you meant to say quacker, did you? Is that what you said?
Did I say that? I'll spoil the
She's great
German.
at punchlines, isn't she?
Which takes me to how do
I was just going to say, where does the duck come in?
Oh dear, I
A
spoiled.
Christmas quacker.
See, this is when I don't learn them, when I read them, and I spoil them. So anyway, German telling a joke.
Oh dear. Are you going to risk
Which
another?
side of the duck has the nicest feathers?
I know.
What is it?
The downside.
Oh, that's good. But it's
Is
not.
that wrong?
It's actually the outside.
The outside.
But the downside is good. I like that.
What's the outside?
Yeah, well, inside duck, outside duck. Oh, don't worry about it. Somebody explain the joke to Paul.
I think mine's.
I think yours is better, actually. Which leads me to the next one.
Did Vince?
Why
Oh,
do-
Vince says he's not guilty.
You're not guilty.
He's denying any involvement. Sorry, Vince.
What shows do ducks watch on television? Hey, what do you watch? Ooh, falling. Documentaries.
Oh, was it Freddie? Documentaries. That's a good one.
Was it Freddie? No.
It might have been. I'm not sure. I can't remember. We hadn't better blame anybody else.
It gets worse. Last one. What? No, I've already said that. What ducks? Why will ducks never grow up? Why do ducks never grow up? And I thought that's one that suits me really, because I sometimes feel I'm not really growing up when I tell these jokes.
Go on. We give up.
Because they grow down.
Ah, okay.
You should have come up with that.
I should.
Anyway, so
okay.
I'm sorry.
Song time.
I promise I'll better my jokes again. And I'm better telling them as well. This is an Irish song. I hope you enjoy it. On a night of talk, of smiles and tears, a woman scored through 80 years, recalling times that long had flown in a city that she once had known. I was red, she said, on Coburg Street, where Patrick's Hill plants down his feet, but that was back in the long ago, when the place's life was smooth and slow. Those were the days, that was the time, when I was young and in my prime. Cork was heaven and life was sweet, and I was the rose of Coburg Street. I was the rose of Coburg Street. On recollection, I suppose 'twas Frank who first called me the rose. He lived down by the Blackstone Bridge, played saxophone on Sunset Ridge. We got married, moved away to live our lives in Boston Bay, the common mix of joy and tears, but Frank's been buried 10 long years. Those were the days, that was the time, when I was young and in my prime. Cork was heaven and life was sweet, and I was the rose of Coburg Street. I was the rose of Coburg Street. And coming home, I hope to find trace of what I've left behind. But kids don't play on Coburg Street, where are the folks I long to meet? Gone the clip-clop of iron shoes, the noble horse is not what years. The shops are shut and no one knows the dame that is now the faded rose. Those were the days, that was the time, when I was young and in my prime. Cork was heaven and life was sweet, and I was the rose of Coburg Street. I was the rose of Coburg Street. Just then was heard a plaintive tone, somewhere a muted saxophone, and in that room 'twas like a dream, a change came over the woman's mien. As she was young again, with graceful air, eyes of hazel auburn hair, before me stood for a moment's fleet the lovely rose of Coburg Street. The Those were the days, that was the time when I was young and in my prime. Cork was heaven and life was sweet, and I was the rose of Coburg Street, the lovely rose of Coburg Street. Those were the days, that was the time when I was young and in my prime. Cork was heaven and life was sweet, and I was the rose of Coburg Street, the lovely rose of Coburg Street. Thank you very much. Now you know why I'm wearing this dress today.
Yeah.
Although they're not, well, they are.
Summer roses.
Some are roses, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Good.
I can't believe how the time has run today.
It's all the same.
It's
Always the same.
so much, but there was so much to tell you, and I'm so excited about things. And I even had to have some cliffhangers. But you will be wondering, this is show number 49.
Oh.
So next week, next Friday, we've got our 50th anniversary show. Golden, golden. Now we've been thinking long and hard and didn't come up with anything. Oh, no, hang on.
No,
Paul
that's
didn't
not
come
true.
up with
That's not true.
No, we have, of course, got a nice idea for you. What we would like to ask you is for whether you want to take part or not, that's absolutely to you. We have a little competition again, a little game, and we hope you take part. You don't have to. The show will be as amusing, even if you don't.
Amusing.
It will be very amusing, I think, I hope. If you don't take part. But if you want to take part, make sure you've got a pen and a paper with you. So make sure you have a pen and a paper next time for the show. I will also put on Facebook and also on our website in the afternoon tea tour date. I will put a little download if I can, or a photo at least, of what you need for that. Although we will tell you again on the day, but if you want to prepare yourself, some people like being prepared, like
It's basically
some Germans do.
Write down numbers 1 to 50.
That's right. And I'll show you very quickly. You don't have to copy that now because I'm going to put it on Facebook, but just that again, idea what I'm talking about. Okay, so what we are going to do is we have a little game where you have to find out letters, fill in the gaps, but we'll explain it all to you, of course, next
And the
week.
clues are in the songs, of course.
There will be a lot of music there. So if you want to prepare yourself, download or print out that photo that I'm going to be posting on Facebook. If you don't want to prepare yourself, just bring pen and paper and that will be just fine the same. It'd be more complicated though.
So we're looking forward to seeing you for that one. That's going to be fun. Then there is another one after. Oh yeah, then there's another one. Then
and
Christmas
then the Christmas
Day.
one.
Oh my word!
That's number 52 then already. Well, there's a lot of joy in between.
Good fun. All right. Well, thank you again for joining us. It's such a pleasure.
As
Hope
always.
You've enjoyed it.
And
I think you can tell we've enjoyed ourselves today.
The thing is, we had so much to run to this week, and when I was sitting down here, seeing you all tuning in, for me that is just like coming down, having such a nice afternoon. So thank you all for giving me that feeling, and thank you all for joining us and making our afternoon just as enjoyable as we hopefully make yours.
It's true that we've had so much work and pressure this week. I know it sounds silly, but we have. And this has been an escape. Coming in here, and doing our shows with the escape. This is not the hard bit, this is the easy bit.
That's the wonderful bit. Thank you all so much for making that possible for us as well. Now, I'm looking forward to having that lovely chocolate cake of that lovely young man that has a very, very, very bright future as a chef before him. I can tell you that. Watch that space. But in the meantime, take your mugs, start swaying, and sing with us. Well, that's it for another week. Goodbye, my friends. Good luck.
Good luck to me as
We'll
well.
see you in a field somewhere. I'll feed the vinny duck. We shouldn't shed another tear, for friends will all be back. I'm sure of that. We'll see you in a field somewhere. Auf Wiedersehen, me duck. Oh. Auf Wiedersehen, me ducks. Crispy is so excited he's lost his hat. Auf Wiedersehen, me ducks. We'll see you next Friday for our 50th anniversary show.
Wow.
For afternoon tea with Paul.
And Karen.
Tschüss, bis nächsten Freitag zu,
See you now. Thank you very much.
Zu unserer 50. Jubiläumsshow. Don't talk over me, I'm talking German.
I think we're just mumbling.
He's so charming today. Bis zum nächsten Freitag zu unserer 50. Jubiläumsshow. Und wenn ihr einen Stift und ein Stück Papier mitbringen könntet, das wäre super, weil wir haben ein kleines Spiel für euch vorbereitet nächste Woche. Bis nächsten Freitag, 5 Uhr. Auf Wiedersehen.
Tschüss.
Tschüss.